you are consuming smoke from what all these engines, all these cars, all these things, right? The fuel they are supplying you and you have been using in that place, especially in the last 1 year, they are the fuels that will slowly kill you. But the people where they import fuel that will kill you slowly, they quickly accuse Dangote that his refinery product, the sulfur in it, is going to kill you. That is why they must continue to import fuel and continue to pay subsidy for the imported fuel. And Nigerians will continue to actually suffer and remain in poverty, since the chunk of their money goes into the pocket of few people, because they are businessmen who doesn't like monopoly. That's what happened. So that Matrix Energy guy is a businessman that is enjoying the protection like Dangote enjoyed all this while. And he did mention it. He said somebody declared profit of 160-something billion on sugar alone in 6 months. That person is complaining that we are bringing fuel to Nigeria. We just want Nigerians to buy cheap. No, you're not buying anything cheap. Currently, some of you are paying over 800 naira per liter for fuel in Nigeria. Do you understand that this Matrix guy and the Anko, they are being paid over 900 billion naira every month, so that you can be buying fuel at 800 naira per liter. If not, you suppose don't they buy them for 1,500, 1,700 naira per liter. But they love Nigeria. I just thought I should mention that. Okay, so they are no longer hiding. All right, no hiding anymore. They are in the open to tell all of us that yes, we are the one doing it. We are businessmen. Anybody complaining is enemy of Nigeria. Like this old video of Onokpasa Jesu Tega. I'm almost rounding up because some of this stuff I want to share with you, I am going to leave them till tomorrow, okay? But here is one Abobaku doing what they know how to do best. Reject responsibility and blame other people for why they are failing. Remember this video.
Good morning.
Good morning, my adorable Oji.
All right, let's just go to the details here. There were a lot of accusations. First of all, Professor Yusuf Usman accused President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of nepotism after he appointed his son-in-law as the head of Federal Housing Authority. He also talked about how this administration has pushed more Nigerians into multi-dimensional poverty because of some of his policies. I'd like for you to respond to those two. Let me just land. My main question.
I am not.
My main question, because it is sure, it is your right of reply, and I'd like for you to respond to those accusations. That's number one. Number two.
So I am.
Sure. Number two.
I am responding. Will you let me respond?
Go ahead.
I will not dance to your tune.
No problem. On those two accusations.
God, you will have to give me some respect.
Sure, sir. On those two accusations.
Now, let us. It's a conversation, for God's sake.
Absolutely.
You will let me speak.
Go ahead, sir. Go
My
ahead.
adorable daughter, please let me speak.
Go ahead, sir. The floor is yours.
I adore you. Let me speak. Now, which nepotism is he talking about? Is it the nepotism we saw the last 8 years? He wants to protest what? What is anybody threatening in this country? Who? Threatening who? That you will stop food from coming from north to south? Then the people from south should stop what they produce to go to the north? Do we still have a country? What is wrong with people in this country? Who is threatening who? Seriously. We have one country. Listen, I think Steve, my brother Steve Ayorande will understand this better. I will mention one word. One nation, one destiny. It was the mantra during the era of Shehu Shagari. If nobody there understands that, Steve most certainly will understand it.
I do understand it. Yes, one nation.
Let's respect each other. Nobody should threaten another person in this country. Okay. We are all in this together.
All right, Mr.
We have a president in this country. Our president means well. Please let me speak. Our president means well. He is working hard to put things together. Do you even know the biggest problem we had the last 8 years? when all these people, their voices were silent. The problem was the emasculation of President Tinubu from the... If President Tinubu's touch was in the government this last 8 years, we will not be where we are today.
All right. Okay.
We are trying to get out of a difficult situation. Then somebody comes on television and starts threatening people that he will do what? Governor Bango says he wants to stop food moving from Niger State. Should I stop fuel from moving from Delta State to his state? What an insult.
All right.
We are one country. Let us rest. Listen, nobody, excuse me, nobody is afraid of anybody.
Okay.
Let nobody threaten anybody in this country. Please.
All right.
What an insult.
Sure.
Rubbish.
All right, Mr. Anakwasa, you've talked about threat a lot. But I asked a question, and it was just a question about nepotism, which you have not answered yet. But I'll skip that. I'll skip that question.
I said, is the nepotism? No, is the nepotism. Whatever nepotism is embellishing, is it worse than the nepotism of the last 8 years? This is what is happening.
All right. The idea of Nigeria being the idea of Nigeria being plunged into multi-dimensional poverty was one of his main issue on the program yesterday. But I'd like for you.
Nigeria?
Well, you've answered some of those questions.
Can I answer you?
No.
I have heard your question.
You will.
Can I answer it now?
I gave you 5 minutes to respond, but you haven't responded. But let me ask you this last question. What do you make?
I want to respond to the question.
Sure.
No, I insist on responding to the question.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Is it Bola Tinubu that caused... Beautiful. Is it Bola Tinubu that caused multidimensional poverty in Nigeria? How? We are Christians. Today is Sunday, for God's sake. Let us fear God. How did Bola Tinubu cause a single problem in this country? How? 8 years? You were there?
Well, he talked about the
how many people were lifted out of poverty? It's Bola Tinubu's fault. Bola Tinubu is not even 1 year in power.
Okay, let's
people are complaining.
Mr. Onakwasa, please can I ask you a question? Because you said what problems has he caused. So let's talk about some of the problems we're facing today that we did not face before he was sworn in on the 29th of May, 2023. Can we talk about some of the exact problems we're facing? We have new inflation figures for monetary inflation. The Naira has lost its value at a faster rate than under President... You did not answer Oji's previous question, which was about nepotism. Yes. Yes, sir.
I will answer the first question before this your question.
About nepotism specifically. No, she asked about nepotism specifically.
We are no longer having a conversation if you will not allow me answer the question. You can't dictate to me.
I'm just asking if you are going to speak on nepotism in government.
Which nepotism? Is it the Bola Tinubu that walked his own son out of federal executive meeting that you are accusing of nepotism?
Well, the federal executive meeting has people who...
What? Yes.
There's legal requirements for who can be on the Federal Executive Council meetings, right? This is a very important meeting, and nobody's...
Then what are you saying?
We're talking about the appointment of his son-in-law to be in charge of the Federal Housing Commission. My apologies.
No, he is not qualified. Are you more qualified than him? What do you mean by that? What's the point? Listen to me. Nobody. Listen. I'm not going to dance to this gaslighting you are trying to do, my adorable daughter. Nobody should threaten anybody in this country. We are one country. Do you know the kind of people that support Bola Tinubu? Let nobody think that he can intimidate anybody. Not in this country. The people who support Bola Tinubu, we support him from the bottom of our heart. And we support him because we believe that this country is in a precarious state. And this is the kind of man we need to be our... People just there's this narrative out there that people follow. Do I look like Daniel Bala? We don't collect money from Bola Tinubu. We spend our money on Bola Tinubu. If you don't know.
All right. So, Mr. Onokwasa.
I've said it on television.
May I come in now, if you don't mind? Mr. Onokwasa. All right. Can I come in now? Just 2 quick questions.
No.
Nuisance, Lele.
It's legendary. And then few moments later, you know that sound? Few moments later.
You see, Mr. President, most of us supported you because we know your antecedents, what you had done in Lagos. But you see what you did in Lagos. You mobilized Lagosians to fix Lagos, which is to be expected. What is more natural than that? However, you cannot mobilize Lagosians to fix Nigeria. You will have to mobilize Nigerians to fix Nigeria. So you cannot form a core of a team, okay, that is basically a Lagosian-based team to fix Nigeria. It does not. It is mathematically incongruous. It's an incongruity. It is expected that you will mobilize a team of Lagosians to fix Lagos. But then, to that same extent, you will just have to mobilize a team of Nigerians to fix Nigeria. You say these Lagosians you brought with you to Abuja to help fix Nigeria. I mean, with respect, they are useless. Useless. Starting with that your chief of staff, Femi Gbajabiamila, the most useless amongst them. You will have to dismantle this team. With respect, my president. You will have to dismantle it and rebuild a true, genuine Nigerian core. It's not just a team in terms of appointment. There are these ministers. No. Your core team must no longer be a Lagosian team. It must be a Nigerian team. Otherwise, we will just continue like this. Most of them are just interested in making money. They don't love you. They're not interested in your welfare, your political welfare. They are not interested in Nigeria, in moving Nigeria forward. These guys have been parasiting you for decades. Nuisance, Lele. Nuisance, Lele.
Ẹni òfò ni ẹ ṣòfò láyé ẹ tún ṣe lálìkìyàmà.
Rádaràdà wọ̀nyí. Ó ti dójú ẹ̀ sẹ́yìn, ladies and gentlemen. The situation that the Nigerian indoctrinated voluntary slaves are facing, it seems like it is more than spiritual. It is back to physical now. Mama saw the ogun, ogun yoda yobeni o. You mo poju ogun láyé o, bá má ti múra sílẹ̀. Bá wá bí ọkọ àti àdá. You know that song, Abi? Mbá lọ wá ìbọn ẹlẹ́nu méjì láti fi jàjà òmìnira. As it is right now, it no be only prayer we need anymore. It don't turn to physical. Àti gbé ọ̀tá mi relé. Kálàdá you attack anybody, you anything. Baba, everybody láti strap up now. Bójá dá lóní, bójá ké lóní. Ọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́yìn ti kọjá spiritual. Tẹ́lẹ̀ wọ́n sọ pé it's not physical, it's not spiritual. Problem Nigeria ti kọjá just spiritual and see. Be like saying na both. It's up to you. Tó bá wẹ̀ kí wọ́n má dira o. So, kí ló ti ń pè? Má dira o.
Pastor, ó kó ọlọ́pàá ó ń ṣọ́ pastor. Àwọn ọmọjọ sticker ló ń ṣọ́ wa. Àṣé kò rí pé orí wa ti burú. Ìwọ má dira o, ìpápá ẹ̀dá rin. Jẹ́ kí wọ́n bá bùtọ̀ ẹ̀ jẹ. Kò jẹ́ gbèsè àgbẹ̀tọ̀ àbí kò gbẹ́rì tí kò gbè tí a fẹ́ jókòó jẹ̀ rà. Gbẹ́rì tí bá yọ píù. Àwòyí àárín. Mo mọ̀ wípé wà nínú báìbù pé ìgbà tó fẹ́ mú Jésù kọjá ní àárín òun ògèrí Jésù. Kí ni Jésù lò? Àfẹ́ rí ló lò. Ìwọ má dira, ayé bàjẹ́.
Fact tí ò ní dispute. So we are going to take calls in a minute. And then, yes, we'll go on a break now. Please, if you have to leave, remember, like the broadcast, share it if you haven't already. And then if you have something to add, your own contribution, please use the line. I'll be back. Thank you, everyone. And thanks to you still around. I do have an update though, okay? And that is just to remind us all that the Yoruba Union Summit is taking place in Glasgow next week. And that's just about 6 days away. Yeah, 6 days away. So to attendees or the participants, we are looking forward to seeing or meeting everyone there on the first day. So the first day is meant to be the day you would have to come in and register, just so we know that not just that you booked a place, you are in town as well, okay? So hopefully you will be around enough before 1 p.m. That's going to be from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. It's just 2 hours. So there is no African time. I just thought I should say that. Okay. So I'm also going to leave in the comment quickly what is the link to those who probably are yet to book their own spots. Also, to everyone who is already signing up as members of the Yoruba Union, yes, we have a means of doing our background check on everyone. And yes, if you have passed through all the normal checks, okay, that means for now, you will be able to interact with other members as it is. And if you're having any problems signing up, remember, this is just a little 2 minutes clip to guide you. Yoruba Union, ladies and gentlemen.
There are 2 steps to successfully sign up into the YorubaUnion.org website. Once you get on the landing page, you click on Join Now. Once you click on Join Now, you select your choice. For example, I click on my own editable choice, click on Select, I choose my price. If I decide to leave it as £1 or £10, the minimum amount is 10. Let's say I select £5, and then I choose my username. Once I click on Submit and Check, I would receive 2 emails on my email. Now let's go to my email address. In my inbox, the first email you receive from Yoruba Union should look like this. It tells you, thank you for joining the Yoruba Union community. You will receive an email shortly. Please follow the steps. Click on the bold text to verify your email. So after receiving this first email to confirm that your registration was successful, then you will receive a second email. So it's 2 emails back to back. So I'm going to go to the second email that was received, and this is the second email. It states here, important, you must follow this link to confirm your email address before your membership is fully activated. So you have to click on this link, whether you're doing it on your computer or your mobile device. Click on this link or copy the link and paste it in a new browser. That's the only way that your membership will be fully verified. Otherwise, what would happen is you would still have access to the website if you don't follow this link, but you wouldn't have access to many features on the website. It'll give you error messages like you are restricted. So I hope this really helps in registering, in logging you into the yorubaunion.org website. Thank you.
Thank you. The African Wahala. So also to the attendees that have been asking questions about, I don't know, I want to believe that the attendees have booked their hotels, okay? So the venue for the Yoruba Union Summit is going to be a place called the Royston Hill